guys? Ron Devine here. Hope you're doing fabulous as always. So today I want to go over with you guys that you guys are creators and you have so much potential in you, and we're going to go over some of the key strategies and things that you need to do to realize how to create the perfect life for you right after this. All right, guys, so here we are. I wanted to sit down and really go over this with you today. I was on my way home and I was really thinking about this a lot, and I really want you guys to understand how much potential you have, what you have the ability to do in this life, because there's so much potential within each and every one of us. There's a dream that everyone has that is deep down inside, that's there and it's waiting to come out. But the question is how do we get it out of us? How do we make that a reality? How do we become that man, that woman that we were supposed to be created to be? You know, when I was thinking about this on my way home today, I remembered a story, well, not a story, something that actually happened to me when I was growing up. You know, I used to go to the library all the time and get these magic books, but I couldn't read the words on them yet because I wasn't at that level of reading at that point in time, especially growing up with dyslexia and having a hard time doing anything of reading or math or anything of that nature. So it was really, really hard. So all I could do is find the ones that had the pictures on it. And I'll never, ever, ever forget this because it literally transformed my thinking. And of course, at the time, I didn't understand it, but today you guys are going to understand a very, very important aspect of how you can create the perfect life for yourself. And what it was is, I'll never forget it. It was an ace of spades that I chose as the card, and you're supposed to put it on the table and put a handkerchief over it. And you're supposed to open up the table just a tiny bit so that when you say abracadabra, you move it and it falls through the thing. Well, I didn't know this. Once again, I didn't know how to read all of this. But I remember I called my mom and I said, "Mom, watch this. I'm going to do this great magic trick. I'm going to make this card fall through the table." And so I just sat there and I was like, abracadabra, and nothing happened. I'm like, okay, abracadabra, abracadabra. And my mom, bless her heart, I mean, she was like, "All right, Ronnie, when you figure out how to do it, you call me and I'll come back and I'll watch you." And I sat at that kitchen table for, I guarantee you, probably an hour, maybe even longer. And I just kept on doing it because I would look at the book and I'd be like, "Wait a second, this is what you told me to do. How come this isn't working?" And after, like I said, an hour, maybe longer, I don't know exact time, but I remember that one last time I said abracadabra and I tapped that and that card fell through the table. No joke, you might think I'm lying. I kept the card for God knows how many years, but when it fell through the table, it actually came out the other side with an ace of spade on both sides. And what I realized in that time frame was that if you have faith, if you believe it, and you put that action into practice, just like we've been talking about over these last couple of videos, that you can achieve anything that you desire. But it has to come with that childlike faith, that ability to see beyond yourself, to position yourself to do the things that are not comfortable, to not give up. You know that we look at failure as one of the worst things that could happen to us. But realistically, you know what kills more dreams than failure? It's doubt. And when you realize that, you know what, if I choose not to doubt in this situation, if I choose to just go for it, if I choose to continue to believe no matter what the circumstances look like, no matter what other people are saying, no matter what is happening around me, The world could be falling down all around me, but as long as I continue to believe, then I can achieve. Guys, I'm living proof. You guys know my story. This is, I didn't grow up the easiest life. I made a lot of dumb decisions. I was in prison in 2 different countries. But you know what I believed? I believed that I could take my life and totally transform it. Because if I had the ability to believe that card would fall through that table, and it eventually did, then I knew from that experience that anything else in this world is plausible. I can be the wealthiest man on the world if that's what I wanted to be. I can be, the world's best motivational speaker, which I plan to be. But at the end of the day, as long as I can see it, as long as I can understand that it doesn't matter what's going on here, but this is my future, and that's where I'm heading. And I'm going to do the work on my end today to make it happen. And if it doesn't happen right this minute, does that mean I quit? Does that mean I give up? No, you never give up. You never quit. So what's the keys that we're learning here? First things first is you have to have faith. You have to have faith that whatever it is you desire, that you can achieve it. You can be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do as long as you have faith in God and work really, really hard. That is a prayer that me and my daughter say every single night. My son before her. I've been saying this with my kids for over 15 years now. And I want them to understand that you can be anything. You can do anything. You just have to have that faith and apply it. Applying it is key number 2. I sat there for at least an hour, guys. And then something miraculous happened. And see, that's the other thing, guys. Stop and think about this for a second. Who in their right mind would believe that this card simply fell through the table on its own and then it changed to an ace of spades on both sides? I mean, I'm telling you this, and I don't expect you to believe it, and I don't personally care if you do. But at the end of the day, I know what happened. I know what my faith accomplished. I know that if I do that in any area of my life, then greatness has to happen. And it has to happen in a time where my faith is at the highest, where I am ready to give up. Because guys, I'm going to tell you, that's where your miracles happen. That's where everything really comes to fruition. Because it's those times where you want to quit, but you don't. It's at that point in time where something happens within you, where your faith starts to rise to the next level, where you having this feeling inside of you that I know if I don't quit, that greatness is right around the corner. And so many people, they get to that point where they want to quit and they quit. If you go to an old folks home and you go in there and you talk to them, I remember I used to do this a lot when I was younger. With my next door neighbor Robin, there was this old folks home down the street. We used to go down there and just talk to some of the people. And I remember just looking in their eyes, seeing that, they wish they were me. They wish that they had those dreams, those visions back. They had the ability to not make the mistake of quitting. But when you don't quit, when you believe and you press forward, now you can receive all those blessings. And you could see it in their face. It's not that they're filled with disappointment. They're filled with regret of not being able to do it themselves anymore. They're filled with regret that you have the opportunity to make something great happen for your life because they made the mistake of not. So guys, whatever that dream is, whatever that vision is in you, never quit. Believe you will receive it. And when the tough times come, know that it's getting closer. Know that every time it rains, that is water in it. It's the flower. It's just, it's growing. It's growing within you. And when you want to quit, that's when you need to make sure you activate your faith even more. Because that vision, that dream is coming up right around the corner. And that, my friends, is where so many blessings happen. So many good things happen. It's all because you had the childlike faith. You didn't quit. When everything else around you said, stop. You think I felt like continuing to sit there and do this? But I had to prove to my mom that I could make this magic trick work. I had something to prove. Do you? Stop and think about it, guys. You have so much to prove, if not to yourself, to your loved ones, to the people around you who are saying, don't worry about it. Failure's okay. Yes, it's okay if it's going to build me up. But I'm not going to let it define me. I'm not going to let it stop me. I am going to be that person that I was created to be. Are you? Guys, anyways, I hope you got something out of this message. It's a story from my heart. It's something that happened to me, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I want you to really understand where I'm coming from with these videos. I want you to understand that you can be, you can do. You are already that person. You're just waiting to manifest it. As long as you don't quit, as long as you have that faith, you can achieve anything you desire. All right, guys, hope you got something out of this video. Anyways, make sure that you're commenting down below, you're liking this video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Once again, if you want me to speak at your next event, simply send me an email to ron@rondevine.com. Love to be able to share some of these insights that God has given me over the years to be able to bless whoever has ears to hear, realistically. All right, guys. Anyways, you know what it is coming now, right? I'm here to give you guys the spirit of increase so that I can change your perspective, so you can change your life, so that we can change this world one person at a time. And as always, guys, make sure you create yourselves a fabulous day.